In this video, we'll cover the essential steps and best practices for installing an Athena Cardo door and return. Before installing any Athena product, ensure you have the printed installation manual on hand. To install the door wall receiver, position 10 mm in from the front edge of the tray with the slotted holes facing the inside. Ensure the starter is plumb, and then pilot drill 3 mm holes into the wall. If there are no studs behind the wall, use an anchor system. At the point where the lining or waterproof membrane meets the shower tray, apply a continuous horizontal bead of silicone, extending it 15 mm in from the edge of the wall liner. Then apply a continuous bead along the rear of the wall receiver and around the screw fixing holes. Screw the wall receiver to the wall using 8-gauge 50 mm screws. Check that the wall receiver is plumb and repeat with the return wall receiver. Using an alcohol wipe, clean the tray where the sills will be installed. Pre-assemble the door sill by inserting the correct chrome end caps. Lay the assembled door sill, return sill, and take-up sill onto the tray. Ensure they are all closely butted together, then adjust the sills to be parallel to the tray, with each one entering the wall receivers at an equal depth. Hold the return and take-up sills in position with the clear adhesive tapes supplied, and remove the door sill assembly. Tape the alignment gauge to the tray at the end of the take-up sill to mark the position, then remove the take-up sill. Peel the double-sided tape backing and reposition the sill using the wall receiver and alignment gauge as guides. Press the take-up sill firmly in place. Repeat the procedure for the return sill. Ease the end caps out of the door sill by 10 mm to apply silicone sealant to each of the end cap spigots. Push the end caps back into the door sill and clean up any excess sealant. Apply a continuous bead of silicone sealant to the underside of the door sill and into the rebated areas of the end caps. Position the door sill back onto the tray. Remove any excess sealant and secure it in place with tape. Insert 4 4mm setting blocks into the ends of the take-up and return sills. Dry fit the take-up and return panels with the aluminium capped edge entering the wall receivers. Ensure the panels are the correct way as indicated by the top labels. Check the panels are plumb and level across the top edges of the glass. If any adjustment is required, insert combinations of the additional setting blocks at the wall receiver ends of each panel. Remove the take-up glass panel and apply a bead of silicone along the inside of the take-up sill. Reinsert the take-up glass panel into the take-up sill, ensuring the glass edge is butted up against the chrome end cap at the base. Drill through the 3 slotted holes in the wall receiver using the V-groove in the aluminium edge cap as a guide with a 3.3 mm drill. Fix with the 8-gauge 12 mm screws. Check the panel is plumb and clean up any excess silicone. Repeat with the return glass panel. Position 2 glass brace brackets on top of the take-up panel 15 mm in from the glass edge and the wall receiver, with the grub screws facing inside the shower. Ensure the gaskets are in place, then tighten the inside grub screws. Position the remaining glass brace bracket on top of the return panel 15 mm in from the glass edge with the grub screw facing inside the shower. Slide the glass brace into the brackets and ensure the gaskets are in place before tightening the grub screws. Check the distance between the top of the take-up and return panels is the same as the bottom measurement. Adjust if necessary. Attach the hinges loosely to the take-up panel, ensuring the plastic gaskets and sleeves are fitted in place. Position the hinges square to the glass edge and centralized to the holes in the take-up glass before tightening. Assemble the handle to the glass door. Install the return panel magnet. First, clean the glass edge and the magnet assembly groove with a lens cleaner alcohol wipe. Then, apply a small bead of RTV silicone to the glass edge and chrome end cap. Using the alignment gauge at a 45-degree angle, screed off excess silicone and leave a small triangular bead on the glass edge. Next, fit the magnet assembly onto the glass edge and tape it in place. Open the hinges to 90 degrees and position the wooden block on the floor to support the door glass. Secure the door to the hinges, ensuring the plastic gaskets and sleeves are fitted. The top of the door glass should be at the same height as the take-up glass. Carefully move the door to its closed position, making sure the glass door edge does not make contact with the take-up glass. From inside the shower, adjust the gap between the door and take-up glass by loosening one hinge at a time and inserting the alignment gauge as a guide. Retighten the hinge before adjusting the next one. Remember to ensure the hinge fastening screws are tightened evenly or the hinge gaskets can distort. Check that the door and return magnets touch over the full length. Adjust the glass brace, take-up, and return panel's position to align if needed. Fit the hinge seal to the take-up panel, ensuring it butts up to the chrome end cap at the base. Fit the drip seal, starting at the magnet end, and trim the hinge end flush with the glass door edge. The flexible blade of the drip seal should be just clear of the door sill. Fit the receiver covers by sliding them into the wall receivers. They may need to be lightly tapped into place. Insert the glazing gasket between the glass and receiver, starting at the bottom and trimming the excess at the top. Note the correct orientation of the gasket. Repeat for both sides of the glass. Degrease and clean the acrylic surface, then run a continuous bead of silicone where the enclosure touches the tray. Seal the vertical joint between the wall receiver and bottom sill up to the glazing gasket. Seal between the receiver and the wall, extending vertically from the tray. Remember to apply silicone sealant only to the outside of the shower. If you're installing with an acrylic wall liner, run a generous bead of silicone up the full length of the joint where the receiver touches the liner. Position the finishing cap so it fits firmly against the receiver and tape it into place if necessary until the silicone cures. Allow the sealants to cure for a minimum of 24 hours before using the shower. The Athena Cardo shower installation is now complete. Key points to remember. For detailed instructions, always refer to the installation manual supplied with the Athena product. Failing to follow the printed installation instructions may void the warranty.